Hey there, Gemini. How we doing? Welcome to your November 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get started. I call upon thee, Iao, that thou will send Haru, the great angel, sent over the operation of the secret wisdom, to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. All right, Gemini. First off, I'd like to say to any and all who are watching, thank you so much for making this channel over 100 subscribers. There's a club for that. I feel very privileged to be a part of it. Never could have imagined, I could have imagined, but I remember when just thinking about having 10 subscribers was like, I can't ask 10 subscribers, that's crazy. I'm just gonna do it my thing, and I'm just very grateful. So thank you, because it's because of you. That's all. This will be a Tree of Life spread using Kabbalah, a little Hermetic, a little Jewish mysticism, using Thoth Tarot. What else? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or a healing session or anything like that, all the information to do so should be in the description box below. And yeah, hope you're doing well, Gemini. Hope you're having a good, what are we in? Libra. We're in a good Libra season. Time really passes by fast. All right, where's it go? Where does it go? All right, I'll draw the tree. I'll draw the cards that make the tree, and then we will get into it. See what the universe has in store for Gemini in November 2024. All right, cut the deck like so. You got 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, whatever that's worth to you. Let's do it to it. And the all, source, pure consciousness, awareness. We have the 8 of Discs. Prudence. It expands out into wisdom. We have the Princess of Swords. Earth of Air. And understanding. We have the Chariot. Cancerian energy. Alright, the world of creation and love. You have happiness, 9 of Cups. And power. You have the Princess of Discs. It's curious. And truth. You have the Knight of Wands. Fire, fire. And victory. You have the Princess of Cups. 3 princesses. And a lot of people. Alright. In splendor, you have 7 of Cups. Debauchery. In your foundation, you have the Hierophants. And in your manifestation or embodiment, you have the Lovers, Gemini energy. All right. Thank you, spirits. And thank you, Gemini, for being here. Cheers. Cheers. This is a bit of a screwy looking treaty to me, but let's get into it. Let's stay curious. All right. In your pure consciousness, you have the 8 of Wands. Excuse me, the 8 of Discs, Lord of Prudence. Why would this be there? Well, this is intelligence applied to nature. This is hard work, repetition. Allowing something to grow without interference. And planting something. Allowing it to change. Sun in Virgo. Could also be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. What I see here for you intuitively is putting a lot of work into something and not being too obsessive about it. Henceforth, it grows. What you decide to do with it is up to you. And that's kind of where you come in here. But yeah, this could be anything. This could be going to the gym every day. This could be starting a relationship with a sponsor and calling that sponsor every day. This could be just putting in the groundwork, or putting in the tough day-to-day practice to really change and really change into something beautiful. All right. That's awesome. All right. Now that expands, hot expansion into the world, realm, Sephiroth of wisdom. And in your wisdom, you have the Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords is someone who stands up for what they believe in, is very cool and decisively clarifying a situation, making sure everything's up to snuff and everything's cool and I'm doing this for the right reasons and not for the wrong reasons. Self-assertion, combative. Yeah, see, she's all these princesses here. I'll show you in the other cards too. Well, except for the Princess of Cups, she doesn't seem to have one. But they have like this altar here that they're jumping off of. So she's a little bit of a panicky energy, I want to say. Wanting to dot her I's and cross her T's and make sure everything's up to code because she's about to enter a whole new world. I believe she's the devil and the star and maybe the tower, but that doesn't sound right. I gotta check my numbers there. Her being in wisdom tells me that you have a lot of spirit and you have a bit of a combative nature in the month of November, and you want to get things clear. You want to make sure everything is clear. And you don't want to be confused about anything. But you're very cunning. You may have some feelings of wanting to avenge or revenge something from your past. I don't see you necessarily taking action, but your wisdom is telling you, born of the subconscious, maybe something's got to be done here. Maybe we need some justice. Maybe something needs to be balanced out. Maybe. You know, ideas apply to action, principles apply to practice. It's time to put your money where your mouth is, or put your thoughts where your body is. She gets a thought, she acts on it. That's about it. That's why you want to make sure you're very clear before you do something. All right. Probably made her sound a little bit darker than she is, but she can be a little dark sometimes. That goes into cool consolidation, into your form, in the world of emanation, which is, I've coined the gas tank of your soul. I don't know how good that is, but yeah, it's what starts the whole thing. And understanding what you need to understand, things you can understand, understanding. Chariot. I'm going to tell you about the chariot. Chariot is courage, action, control, inwardly attuning oneself towards a goal. And courage is tackling a matter immediately, decisively, and with purpose. Warns against thinking you've achieved everything by simply setting out towards the goal. It's kind of an intense card. It is understanding, moving into either severity or I like to call it power, right? I always think of Clark Kent going to Fortress of Solitude, and he needs to understand something there, right? Oh, I'm from Krypton. Oh, okay, I have all these powers. Okay, I have some work to do. And once then he understands everything, then he's ready to go out into battle. He's ready to go into Kabura and face the challenge and face Lex Luthor and all this stuff. But that's how I think. That's why it's called Spirit Wars Tarot. Okay. This is in your understanding on the path of the Chariot, because you need to understand that there's something here that you need to face. So that kind of, you need to face. You need to approach it with boldness, with bravery, with faithfulness, and a certain obedience to yourself. And this is under Saturn, and Saturn is not a fun planet. It's a disciplinary planet. It limits. It also has to do with touch, but it also limits and has to do with endings and stuff like that. What this is telling me to tell you intuitively right now in November is the time to face what's hard, because that's what the Charioteer does, right? It's got all the 4 little goblin things here and the 4 wheels, and he's all balanced, or she's all balanced. He's got the Wheel of Fortune right there and is ready to go. It's ready to go. There's a diehard, self-assertive, works with vehicles. There's a lot of stuff. Thirst for adventure. You've grown into someone, or you've changed into someone who's ready for it. Who's ready to take action. Who's ready to stop sitting on the fence. Chet. Fence. You're ready to listen to that part of you that is wise and actually make some progress. At least in your world of emanation. All right? Let's move into creation. What we have in the world of love, high expansive force, Jupiter in Gemini. Yes. 9 of Cups, Lord of Happiness. This is not the culmination of happiness, but it's the perfect amount of feeling good. It's safety, happy being single. It's encourages you to be grateful for what you have, right? It's a very quiet joy. It's not showy or flashy. It's the happiness that comes from inside instead of from without. That's why it's happy being single. You're happy just with yourself. You're not being filled up with happiness from others, so to speak. And it's under the place of Jupiter, so you got double Jupiter there. Jupiter is very strong for you in the month of November. You're finding out ways to make yourself happy and feel safe and secure and not have to divide and conquer and multiply and do a million different things. Not that you are necessarily doing a million different things, but every Gemini I've ever known, which is like 4, they've been, and God bless them, but they've always been all over the place. I'm not going to get into it, but you are easily confused. You get into contradictions. This is a card of just being okay. Just even being okay with that. Being okay with whatever your situation is. I don't necessarily see it being an easy situation. I don't see the situation at all. I just see the energy. That's what all of this is about. Just bringing awareness to the energies. What the situation here is none of my business, really. I like to guess sometimes, and I like to throw out possibilities, so that you can say, oh, that's kind of like what I'm going through. I see what he's saying. At least I hope you see what I'm saying. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. I like to make myself laugh. Let's continue. That high expansive force of happiness turns into cool consolidated form in the world of creation, also known as power, where you have the Princess of Discs. There's another pillar right here where she's, yeah, right there. And she has to do with innocence, diligence. She's bewildered, she's beautiful, benevolent, she's a little wasteful. All the princesses, they're all young, right? So they're all just a little immature in their energy. Some say, or my teacher says, she's about to become aware of a great secret. I still haven't figured out that one, cracked that one, why that is, but you might be becoming aware of some kind of great secret of the universe or of anything. So that's there too. It's weird, or it's funny that in your world of emanation, you have all this kind of energy of renewal and action, right? With the prudence, the tree growing, and the Princess of Swords with the being clear and taking action, and then the Chariot tackling that action and going out, and then with the world of creation, it's kind of more chill. It's happy, expands out with that happy, but it's nice, it's calm, and then expands back into the Princess of Discs, which is also body of the body, earth of earth, innocent, diligent, but also very controlled and cool. She's in the cool pillar. So this is your power. This is also your challenge. To stay cool, to stay in your body, to remain, how do I say remain innocent? Remain who you are and not let things carry you away from who you are. She's pregnant with the Fool, so she's pregnant with possibilities. She's also strong, but she's also naive. What I'm seeing here is don't let yourself get carried away. Do what you have to do, but stay with yourself. Stay in the body. Do your due diligence, whatever it is. Be the witty, amusing charmer that you are. And just don't get carried away. And try not to be inconsistent. If you can help it. This is Mars too, and Mars is what tells us to survive. Wow, very different energies. Okay, let's continue. We have now mild expansion from that into the middle pillar, into your truth, which is the Knight of Wands, fire, fire. I definitely see this as being you because it's in your truth. It's in your personal localized consciousness. What some would also call your advice from spirit. The fire, fire is super confident, uses his will or her will for high goals, strives for ideals, is reckless, has an exemplary personality, is spontaneous, impetuous, warns against intolerance and egoism, encourages decisive, courageous action. It's kind of a 50-50 card because the Knight of Wands, he's got all the energy, he's got the fire of fire, he's ready to go out, but he doesn't have a backup plan. So if he or she fails, it's kind of like, ooh, shit. But I'm sorry. I was trying to do a thing. I'm sorry. I thought it would work. But also, you could go out and do the thing, and yay, you won. You were right. But this is your truth. This is your energy. You want to do something. And you're going to do something. It's almost like you don't really have much of a choice. This is just a reflection of your truth. all I'll say is proceed with caution, carry on as if everything is all right. But when the time comes for you to act, try to bring awareness to that and to that feeling, and know that even if you can't stop, you can play the observer, and make sure you're extra careful and clear about what it is you're doing. All right? And remember, stay in the body when you can. Earth of earth, fire of fire, two double elementals. Very curious. Okay. Very curious. Let's move into world of formation. This is where everything starts to come together. In your victory, hot expansive force. You're the Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups is innocent, has a medial experience, is aware, cautions, seductive, I can't think of the word, naive self-deception. She's a dreamer, she's kind, she's longing for union, she's romantically curious. She has deep feelings, but she's also shy. And she follows her feelings, right? I always see her body just being led like this, and like just her feelings are just earth of water. So emotions of the body, or vice versa. So I see here being your victory is you following your emotions, and maybe something works out. She also instinctively does the right thing, because again, like all the other princesses, she's young, she's pure, she's innocent, she's not awake to all the things of the world yet. Wake up, princess. Okay. And it all, the pillars, you have the Princess of Swords, that creates, in the world of creation, this happiness, and that creates this form in the world of formation. Well, it's not the lightning path, but it's still applicable. That's what I'm learning. So you get really happy, and you follow that happiness. Now, that's in your hot expansive force. Let's see what happens when that force coolly consolidates back into form in the world of formation. You get Venus and Scorpio, Lord of Debauchery. Ah, okay. This says you have wishful or clouded thinking, right? This is learning how to differentiate between venture, between seeking and addiction, right? Seeking and addiction. This is wanting too much, incapable of decision. Encourages just letting something be. Just letting something be. Just let it be. Also warns against mental flights of fancy and tempting steps towards depravity. It could be a toxic environment, a fatal dependency. This can be indulgence, addiction, and it's in your world of splendor. I instinctively want to say that's not good, because splendor is where you take a step back from the victory and just kind of look and say, oh, look how nice this is. And here, this is a card of emotional confusion or illusory success. Like, oh, look how nice this is, but oh, it's not real. It's not real, Gemini. You're creating it. You're transmuting it. You're manipulating it. It's superficial. All right? Now, that's not to say it's not working for you. I was an addict for a whole bunch of years. Just for the last 3 years, I haven't been. So this was my splendor every day. I get it. And if it works for you, that's fine. No shade. Just awareness. Just bring awareness to it. Okay? Whatever it is. So it could also be tainted business, failed ventures, or getting lost in the idea of a person. That person could also be you, but I don't see that here necessarily. All right, let's continue. All right. Mild expansion in the world of formation is brought to you by Spirit Wars Tarot, pouring his tea because his voice gets tired. Excuse me. It's brought to you by the Hierophant, Dorian energy, right over here. Okay. So this is your foundation. This is what all the rest of the tree is built upon, which I find very curious. It's the third. It's the second of 3 majors too. This is the Pope. This is spiritual tradition. This is expansion of your consciousness, expansion of your worldview, developing trust in God, having any kind of connection to something higher than yourself. Now, this doesn't have to mean church. This could be tarot. This could be going to see a movie. This could be listening to an album that makes you feel connected to something higher. Now, it could be any of those things, or it could be a guru, right? Or a person that you think has all the answers, when in reality there are no answers. There are solutions, there are cool ideas that might help and temporarily, but there are no answers. In my experience, not really. That sounds kind of bleak, but I don't know. When I learned that there were no answers, there are great questions, but answers, that's like, I don't know. There are solutions. Why am I talking about this? Okay. I see you may be falling for someone who you believe, like, this girl or this guy is my salvation, is my way, is my connection to something greater, is my higher power. We say it in recovery, and it's the most, as my cousin says, it's the most culty thing you can say. Is my God. All right? And this person doesn't have to be a religious or a spiritual person. It doesn't even have to be a person, but I see you getting lost to something or someone that connects you to something bigger than yourself. And it probably makes you feel good. That's great. And again, you don't really need anyone to make you feel happy. So know that. And in your world of emanation, something's not clear here. You know it. What you need to understand is what that is, what to do about it. This is slowly turning into a romance reading, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be anything. Again, the specifics are not important and none of my business. All I'm trying to do is bring you the energy of what I feel and what I see. And what I think I know. Okay. But what kind of does make this a love reading is what you manifest, is what you embody in November 2024. Lay lovers. Okay? Boom. People used to say that. Okay. This is understanding, moving into truth, right? This is understanding, becoming truth. This is the creative capacity of of God, source, whatever, appearing as multiplicity. This is Gemini energy. This is, oh. This is Zayin, the sword, separating yourself from someone else so that you can enjoy and love them. It's vice or virtue. It's morality. It's distinction. It encourages joining up with a cause, getting involved with a plan with all of one's heart. It's self-love. It's a choice. It's a choice. Decisions of the heart, heartfelt actions, being part of something grand. And again, it's great, right? Here's your foundation, here's your manifestation. This is great. These two guys, they're great. The only thing is, with this right here in your splendor, it worries me. Gemini, it worries me that you're getting lost in something here. And you're manifesting some kind of love, some kind of desire, some kind of separation and reunion. Just don't want you to get lost in it. You should be aware of it. Especially because, I'll say it again, because it's here, you're feeling very good about yourself. I'm very happy being single and independent. And I feel like maybe some of this gets lost in the world of formation. But having lovers in your manifestation, that's pretty good. 5 inches in front of your face, having love, that's not bad at all. And you've built it, right? Read integration, go all the way back to the top. Prudence, put in hard work, building a long-lasting relationship, possibly, right? I'll say overall here, something's not, I mean, no tree is even and perfect, but something here is not sitting well with you, and it makes you feel good, but there's something just not right about it. Adjustments could be made. Things could be let go of. The answer. The option is up to you. The choice is up to you. The choice is you. That's all the time we have. Yeah. Thank you so much. Please like the video if you liked the video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. And I will see you next month, Gemini. Love you so much. Bye-bye.